Okay. All right. I think that's good enough for now. Um, hmm. So we're gonna try something new this week, um, as we pretty much do every single week. It's all it's all a test. It's always been a test. Um, Pretty much everything I tried last week didn't work. It didn't get any. It didn't get any more attention. So, the we're gonna continue on with something that we did last week, where we didn't actually have a schedule. So we're gonna go into this week and we're gonna do the same thing because I want it to be more random. And um, like I was talking to somebody yesterday, and we were actually talking about this. Uh, So let me pull this one thing up really quick. So there's something else beyond just me talking stream. Um, Stop this. Um, doesn't it see that? Doesn't it know where that is? Hold on. Let me find this really quick and then start talking about this. Or I can try my best to actually do both at the same time. Okay. So so this is a little game I found um this week. So it's pretty much playing pachinko. Um and when I saw it, I'm like, hey, this is something I can probably script to have it play overnight at some point. It gets more interesting later, I guarantee you, because right now I'm actually doing very bad. Um, so yeah, I was talking to somebody yesterday about getting noticed in general, and they're like, "Hey, maybe you should jump out and put more effort into um, social media." I'm like, "Well, I already have some stuff started," and they're like, "Oh, you do?" They didn't even know. And I'm like, "Yeah, I got some stuff on there." They're like, "Oh, yeah, you do." So, um, maybe I'm not doing enough. So, hey, I think that's the right spot. So yeah, and then to go along with that, I'm like, we started talking a little bit more, and then they were like, well, maybe you're in the wrong category too. I'm like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, I try to switch the categories depending on what we're playing. They're like, well, I see a lot of people that they do switch around from game to game, but they stay in like just chatting all the time. And I'm like, you know, because at the time, like I had it set like the category. I had it set to games and demos, which I think I was playing. Oh, what was it? Schedule one at the time. So and that it was a demo, so I could see that working. But then I was like, wait a second. So games is not really lying. So games is like if I'm playing a game that's actually accurate, I'm not going to get in trouble for that, or I'm not going to get like some kind of ban hammer based on that. So I'm like, hmm, this is interesting. I'm like, maybe I should just do that all the time so I don't have to worry about switching the category at that point. I'm like, well, it's a double-edged sword. So it's probably hard enough to actually get found in that category, the games and demos category. But at the same time, since I'm not a larger streamer, um, it's probably a lot harder to also get noticed in the correct category. Like almost that you have to get lucky to get noticed. So I'm like, well, and I started thinking about it, and I pretty much slept on it. So I think this week we're just gonna do um, everything's gonna be just chatting this week. Um, that was another thing that they actually mentioned too. They were like, you talk a lot, and I don't think I do talk a lot. I really don't think I talk a lot, but that's my own opinion. And sometimes when you have an opinion, you have to have somebody else give you their opinion to actually know more about the overall picture. Because sometimes um, you're not at the best vantage point for that observation. So, so I listen to him. I don't put 100% 100% truth behind him, but um, definitely I'm thinking about it. Like maybe I'm missing something. So we're gonna try this week because it can't get any worse, can it? Well, I guess it can get worse, but for the most part, we're still not getting noticed like I want at all. Well, I did actually do something. Um, not last week, but the week before. Made like a YouTube or a small um, TikTok style video about this this DJ concert um, that I was watching on Twitch. Like they do it in Unreal Engine, and it was really entertaining. Like I watched it for like 8 hours. I pretty much had like Bella, like an image of Bella, and I got it animated with some of the AI tools that I have, and I gave her a voice and prompted her to actually write a script for saying thanks for putting the show together. And I edited it. Like I got the audio actually recorded. Then I put the video to the audio, and then I edited the video on my own with DaVinci Resolve, and I posted it up. So it's actually on my Twitter right now, and the DJs that actually got the show started, um, they actually commented on that, and they were all hyped about that, and they were like, "Hey, this is cool." Like they didn't even know that I was gonna do it, and then so um, that the best spot. Yep, that might be. Okay, so now that's on autopilot, for the most part. Do that. Nah. Um, so that right now, that's my largest viewed tweet at this point. So I'm happy for that, that it actually did a thing. Um, but I want more. Definitely want more. For the good reason, not for any bad reasons. So that got me thinking today. Like, along with the slight change that I'm gonna pretty much like the change in the theme that I'm gonna do this week. Um, with that, maybe I should go down use this week as more of a social media push day or week day, more of a social media push week. See what we can do. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Along with some of the things I would like to do is try to do something with Unreal Engine this week. No joke. Then along with that, um, I should write this down. I should write this all down. Um, yeah, we got Notebook Llama actually done. That is actually working. Blender commercials. Yeah, I want to do that this week also. Okay. So this week, projects. So, so the overall thinking behind this is I want to, for the most part, have the stream actually focused on doing more projects for the stream, like stream improvements, and then break it up with gameplay at that point. So gameplay is actually kind of an afterthought, um, where the main attraction is going to be pretty much just me chatting along with doing the tech side. Um, and at the same time, try not to have it be too technical that most people will not understand. Because that was the thing I realized this past week. like I'm starting to go hardcore into a lot of the different projects that I have at this point. Most people are not going to understand it at all, like at all. And even then, most of the people, it's kind of like my IT job that I used to have. Like, there's a lot of times that people wanted to know, well, why did that break or why did that happen in the first place? And the answer that applies to them that doesn't apply to people that I talk to now. Um, Almost always it was the people that were creating the problem themselves. Like you can't say that. You can't say, well, it's your dumbass fault. Yeah, that doesn't go down too good. So so I had to make up something and then or not even answer the question, but word it in a way that like avoided that. And they would always ask, well, what can I do to prevent that from the future? Like they would almost always say that, which is a good question. Um, and the answer would be take away your computer privileges because you're not responsible enough to actually use a computer. Um, like I'm amazed that you can dress yourself in the morning, but I never said that. Wanted to though. I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to say that to other people. You can't say that. You can't say that at all. Um, where's the thingamabob? There it goes. Okay, that's what we want. Oh, it doesn't automatically spin. That's I have to buy that. Um, so yeah. So the main focus is going to be at least this week. I don't know if it's going to keep on being the thing. Um, where the main focus is going to be about tech stream improvements that I can add to the stream, and then break it up with gameplay. But at the same time of having the tech stream improvements, actually have like a chatting thing. Um, and then with the stream improvements, I've actually been able to get a little bit more chat interaction set up. So if people want to talk, if people want to chat, they can, and it makes it look. I think it look makes it look more interesting um, than what you normally see. So it's like right now, like if one of the things you can do is you can do like a channel redeem on Twitch. It doesn't work on YouTube. I'm looking for different things I can possibly do on YouTube, but there's not a lot I can actually do on YouTube. What the? Okay, that's interesting. Um, so like at the bottom of the screen, like if you pay attention to the bottom of the screen, so anytime there's a channel point redeem, doesn't matter what channel point redeem it is, it actually does this at the bottom, like you'll see. So it does that. I think that's interesting. I think that's cool. So that's a thing that actually works, and anybody can do it. Like everybody gets channel points for watching the stream. Everybody gets channel points. And I don't think those redeem things are too expensive. Um, but yet I'm the one that has like infinite channel points. I can trigger those whenever I want. Um, but yeah, they're available, and I think that's kind of cool to do or to see at this point. So that's on there. There's a couple other things that either I have enabled or I'm looking into getting them to work with the stream. Again, that's only on the Twitch side. That's not on the YouTube side because it's not. Um, kind of hard to do that on the YouTube side, mainly because there's like rate limits on the YouTube side. So there's only so many times I can do something on the YouTube side, and then it just cuts me off. And but it resets every single day. I don't know when that reset time is. I just know when it cuts me off, but I don't know when it resets. But it does reset every day. Um, so um, I'll admit I'm kind of mesmerized by this. Um, we're gonna do that. I'm also one of the things I wanted to do this week. Oh, I should write this down. Like I said, I should write this down. Um, add to add more things to tweet out. So let's make this checkboxes. Okay. So more things to tweet. That's gonna be one thing. Um, low hanging fruit. Yeah. Just any project. Um, lender commercials. Oh, that back. Then Da Vinci commercials. They might be the same thing. Actually, let's make that the same. Yeah, make that the same. Nope. Okay. Da Vinci commercials. Let's try to get 10 things on there to um, actually shoot for this week. Um, so another thing I want to do is I want to actually look into um, Bella plus rhythm game. Not Osu. Not Osu. But I want the script to actually be kind of smart. I want one script to actually be able to be used across different games. Because it would be easy to actually write a script that actually works with one game, but it's only locked into that one game. But if I'm able to get if I'm able to actually script it so it could actually work across different games, even games that have not been created yet. That's the point. Um, I think that would be impressive to actually do. I would definitely be impressive to do, my opinion. Um, what else do we want to do? What else do we want to do? Oh, we're getting ahead of the curve. Yeah, it's not able to actually send anything out. That's only 4. We can do better. We can do better. Definitely do better. Um, all stories. Do that. That's kind of easy. That's kind of easy. Hmm. We should separate these out by how I think how complicated I think these are going to be. Um, because the Unreal Project one, that should be honestly that should be easy. But it's just the determination at the right time to actually open Unreal Engine and actually start going through that and having the right frame of mind to actually understand the tutorials and the descriptions and the walkthroughs at that point. Like whenever I have the time to actually do that, I'm not I'm not in the right frame of mind. So that's it's kind of difficult. Um are we slightly getting ahead of the curve? I think we are. I think we are. Actually, let's try there's a beta version, like a newer one. For your convenience, your save file. Um okay. Um okay. Guess we're gonna have to start over. Um so I want to make this actually. See, I want to see if I can make this an Unreal Engine. For some game like this that's actually like Twitch chat controlled. Or even at that point, YouTube controlled. Hmm, that's an idea. Hold on, let's The brakes on that. Um, is there a real engine plug in that works with YouTube? Like TweeWorks? Um, I think there is. Wait, there is. There is? Whoa, what the f has now been migrated to Fab? Um, oh, data should be removed. It doesn't work at all and doesn't support, doesn't respond. Oh no. Okay, so mhm. This audio. No, that's not what we want. Okay, well, think I don't think there's a way. I'll have to look at it later. Um, but yeah, how much is the TweeWorks? Need to look at that. I think it's like 20 bucks. So it's not. I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of money, to be honest. Um, uh, no, let's go English. Oh, oh, it's 25. Because I'd be doing that one. Oh, you can't see that. So it'd be more the personal one. Um, wait, I updated Tweetwords and everything broke. Okay. Um, you recently received an email about Twitch's depreciation of PubSub. You've likely using an older version of Tweetworks. An older version of Tweetworks used the PubSub system to listen to events, specifically channel points and some subscriber related events. Fortunately, the system is now being removed by Twitch. As a result, these features will stop working with Tweetworks. Tweetworks 2, we migrated over to Event Sub. This includes the chat, which was previously used IRC, as well as all event subs, which previously used either IRC or PubSub. With Tweetworks 2.1, we also included a workaround that should stop occasional disconnections if no events were received in the first 60 seconds, making this the recommended solution. Um, hmm, interesting. All you need support for PHP and the ability to create an extra MySQL table. Huh. Hard coded tokens are not recommended. Okay. Hmm. This is actually interesting. Why do you need a database? And a Docker? Uh, huh. Huh. Hmm. See, I don't want to, like, this isn't a lot of money. I know it's not a lot of money. Well, it, like 25 bucks does not sound like a lot of money, but right now, it's kind of a lot of money. Like, I don't want to try to go down this right route and actually buy that if I'm not actually, if if my mind's not ready to actually start learning Unreal Engine, which I know I want to learn it, but my mind's not ready for it. So it's just going to be a waste of time. So it's kind of like when I was going through um, when I was in when I was in college to get my computer degree. Um, I was paying out of pocket for everything myself, and there was about 8 people that had either their parents pay for the whole tuition and books and everything, or there was like another person that had like a scholarship that paid for everything. And all of those people did not appreciate the opportunity that they had like presented to them. Like they were screwing around. They didn't show up to class. They didn't learn the material. They didn't participate with everybody else. Like they all had the lowest grade in the class. I don't know why. Like it wasn't that like one was smart, like they were all over the place, like you would almost expect, because not everybody's like a top-notch student. Um, but because they all did not take it serious at all, because it was all paid for free. Like they didn't care. Plus, on top of that, their mind was not ready to actually absorb the material. So anytime that something would pop up that they would have a question on, instead of asking a question, they just like walked out of class pretty much, or mentally checked out. You could see them mentally check out and then just grab their phones and start, I don't know, playing Angry Birds or um, scrolling on Facebook or something like that. Not me, not me, because I was paying for everything. Everything was I was taking more than enough advantage of everything, even to the point that the teachers were getting annoyed at me, asking questions. They were good questions all the time. They even said that, but they're like, I wish more people would be asking the questions instead of it just coming out of you. And then and you're just praying that they might actually hear it. I'm like, no, I'm here for me. They're here for themselves. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if they listen or not. And then the teachers always looked at me afterwards. They're like, you know, you got a good point. you got a good point. So so yeah, right now, with learning Unreal Engine, my mind wants to learn it, or like my subconscious wants to learn it, because my subconscious is actually like, hey, I need to learn this, but my mind is not ready to actually go down this route. So what this plugin does is it like if you ever see anybody that most VTubers, most of the high end VTubers, use something like this. If not this, chances are it's probably this, um, where it interacts with chat to be able to do stuff on their OBS overlays. It's one of the things that they have running. So um, I want to learn more about this. If not, to be honest, even make my own version of something like this, because there's nothing that's like, the price tag is there just for convenience, not because there's something super secret behind the closed gated curtain. There's nothing secret behind this. Absolutely nothing. It's just more convenience at this point. Like, you're paying for the knowledge that or the knowledge and the effort that they've actually put in to actually create this for other people to use. Which, even if I was to pay, like, let's say $25 right there, that's just me. I know there's like probably like hundreds of thousands of people that actually have this. So if you have, let me pull up the calculator really quick. So let's do 100,000 times $25. So that's $2.5 million. Like, seriously? Not that I would go around and actually say, like, get this working, because I'm sure I could, I'm almost 100% sure that I could actually get something equivalent to this working, and probably more feature rich that I would expect out of this. Um, but I would not turn around and actually sell it, even though that it would be an opportunity. Because if this guy, company, or whatever, if they, I'm guessing, have at least made $2.5 million, uh, sounds like a good idea, right? I could do a lot with 2.5. Well, I would actually probably find some homestead out in Montana or Colorado or Utah or something like that. Um, Build a house out in the middle of nowhere, um, away from people, because I don't know. I'm not. I'm very antisocial. I'll admit I'm very antisocial. I don't mean to be, but it's not. Um, I'm disappointed by a lot of people that come my way, that I've worked with and worked for, that I think they kind of broke me a lot, in very bad ways. I used to be a nice guy. I used to be a really nice guy, but um, things change. So back about this. Um, $25. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, because I don't. I'm not gonna go down this route right now. Plus, hold on. Let's see if it works with YouTube. Because I would almost assume that it does not work with YouTube, but wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so let's read this out loud. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's not gonna be. So there is nothing that makes it uh work with YouTube. Maybe they'll eventually make it compatible in the future, but not right now, I don't think. Um, okay. That's a thing. That's a thing that's not. Okay, so let's see. So we're if anything, we're not gonna do for this week, we're not gonna do like a schedule thing. I'm gonna repeat this in my head. Wow, that's a horrible casino. It's a horrible casino. Um so yeah, so this week we're gonna focus on mainly doing stream improvements while we're talking or while I'm talking out loud. Um, that's what we should do. Um, work on making Bella more conversational. Okay, so that's another one. So that's six. So we're trying to make 10 line items to focus on this week. Um, okay. I think if anybody's watching, they're probably watching ads right now. So we'll play this for a little bit and then we'll hopefully get to the point to be start to be automated. We got that at the right time. Nice. So what I want to do is get at least 10 items, and then after I get the 10 items on my list right here that I want to work on this week, then start separating them out according to the like how easy I think they are to actually do. So honestly want to tackle like the more complicated ones, but sometimes they're probably going to be a lot more of a project and take a couple days to actually get to the finished product. Kind of like the commercials, the commercial ideas. That's going to be a multi-day thing, like for sure. There's no way that's going to be done in a single day. If if it does get done in a single day, I will severely be impressed with myself. Like so impressed. But then kind of bad because if I do that, then it's going to raise the bar for everything else. Because I will, I'm like the kind of person that actually holds myself to way more higher standards than I expect out of everybody else. Like, and I'm my own worst critic. So I will probably, that's one of the reasons I want to separate everything out. Um, Comfy UI. Uh, image gen updates. Huh. Do that. I do that. Definitely could do that. Could actually do that, but then I would have to move Bella's voice from that computer to another computer. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need two more. Two more. Huh. What else do I want to do? Um, so I was watching somebody play. I didn't watch him play all the way through, but they were playing Slay the Princess. And for the longest time, like Slay the Princess is kind of like a visual novel ish, where there's moral dilemmas. Um, because the game starts off like um you're um you're a person, you're someone. I say that loosely. You're someone that is tasked with going up to this cabin where there is a princess that is handcuffed, chained to the wall in a basement in this cabin up on a hill. And you're only told you need to slay the princess because if you don't and she gets out, she's gonna destroy the whole world. So there's a whole bunch of moral dilemma, like moral questions that actually pop up at that point, um, which I think is good. Like, like the person I was watching that was actually playing it yesterday when I was watching, they're a psychologist. Well, they say they're a psychologist. I don't know 100% if they were or not. Um, and they were going through and they were pretty much having the same problems with the situations that they were put in that I would have. And I was like, wait a second. So what if I could get Bella to actually be put in these situations? How would she actually um, deal with these? So that's something I want to do. But to get that working, then I need to figure out how to get her to actually listen to the game audio at that point. But not only get her to listen to the game audio, but also listen to me at the same time. Um, at the same time, making sure that she knows the voices that they're making are from the game. And then I'm here. Like, she still has to remember me. Oh, got that. I got all that. So I want to get her to actually play that. I think it's good. That would be kind of a good thing to do. I know Neurosama did it, but I want to do it different. Because I don't like the way that he did it. Like Beetle. He could have done it better. But he has the popularity. He's got the views. Like he doesn't need to go back and redo it and make it better. There's no incentive for him to make it better. He's already got that bag. So, because that was another thing I noticed. Like, out of the shorts that I've uploaded, the moral quandary of putting AI into like an ethical problem, those have gotten a lot of views. We've gotten a lot of views. And then one thing that actually happened yesterday, was it yesterday or was it this morning? Either way, it was either yesterday or this morning. So Meta, so slash Facebook, because Facebook is their parent company is called Meta, which is weird. Um, they released a new AI framework at this point, where it's supposed to be a lot better than a lot of things out there right now. Like, at least for the next like couple hours or so, where something else pops up. And then I want to try the new stuff that they released. I don't have the hardware to actually try it. Like, I need something slightly larger, slightly more powerful than what I have. And even then, it'll only work on that one computer, and I can't have anything else running on that computer. Like, at least with the stuff I have right now, I have more than one thing running on each computer, which I like. More. So yeah, I want to try out the new stuff that Meta actually has out there. Um, I'm wondering if they're gonna have like a more condensed, compact um, framework out there that I can actually use with my stuff. Now I think about it, somebody's probably gonna do that. They're probably gonna condense it down so I can probably use that. I need to keep on looking at that. Yeah, need to keeping on. That means I can make Bella actually a newer version of Bella at this point. Not saying that I don't like the current version of Bella, like the brains behind Bella that to actually make her work, like her responses. I think they're appropriate. I don't have a problem with that. Like how she is right now. I have a problem with other things with her right now. But the brains behind her responses, I don't have a problem with that. So, hmm. So testing out new TTS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, one more, and then we're gonna start sorting those out by how complicated, how difficult it is that I think it might be to actually do these. Um, you know, uh, that's what I should do also. Um, look into fourth wall or coffee or subs, donos. Yeah, since the chat overlay at the bottom of the screen um, is actually set up for that right now. I just have to attach like a coffee or a fourth wall account to the the chat notification thing. Like let me show you in case somebody's watching and they don't know what I'm talking about. Um So look underneath where I'm holding my hands up. Um, so if you look down there, well, I press this. So that notification, um, it's different. It actually will trigger if I have attached a fourth wall or a Kofi or a coffee um, account to it. So, and actually, if I get a sub, that should actually trigger too. I haven't seen that yet. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but it's supposed to work. Supposed to work. Actually, I think it works with bits also. Um, Let me look. I'm pretty sure it works with bits. Um, what is this? Nope, not it. Um, ah, nope, that's not it either. Uh, eh, where is it? Had it here somewhere. Had it here somewhere. I have to look for it. I don't know. Where is it at? Where is it at? Now I have to find it. Have to find it. Oh, here it is. Horizontal chat. Okay. Those timestamps. Let's refresh this just to make sure it's up to date. Yep, it shows new subscribers. So let's say, so it shows announcements, chat messages, channel point redemptions, raids, shared chat messages. Does it show bits? It doesn't. It doesn't show bits, does it? Oh. Hmm. That's kind of messed up. I would think that it would show bits. And on the YouTube side, it shows chat messages, super chats, super stickers, memberships. Um, hmm. So, because I'm curious right now, I'm gonna see how that looks. So I'm on my separate account. I'm gonna unfollow. I'm gonna follow right back. See what that actually looks like. I want to see this. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. Maybe because... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, I should look at coffee and fourth wall. Definitely look at that. Um, how many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 10. Um, get out of this. Pull this back up. Where'd it go? Oh, got the wrong thing. Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. So while that's going, okay, I think these are easy. Um, I think these are. Eh, I think these are projects. Okay, so um, add Twitter script. That's gonna be easy. That's gonna be super easy. Unreal Engine low hanging fruit. I think it is low hanging fruit, but I think it's gonna be a project. Um, I definitely think it's gonna be a project. Blender commercials. Hmm. I think it's gonna be there. Bella Rhythm game. That's gonna be a project. I know that's gonna be a project. I know it's gonna be a project. Um, that is gonna be easy. I just need to do it. All I have to do is just do it. Osu game. No, that's Pachinko in Unreal. Um, yeah, that's gonna go up here. Bella bedtime stories. We are gonna do that. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be easy. Be very easy. Testing out new TTS. That's gonna be easy too. Gonna be really easy. Look into fourth wall donations. That's gonna be kind of meh. Um, working on making Bella more conversational. Yeah, that's gonna be that. That's what I have for projects this week. Wow, that actually, I didn't do this on purpose, but there's 4 super easy ones and 4 project, what I would consider a project one. Um, can't fit it on the screen. Just trust me, bro. There's 4 and 4, and then 2 in the middle. Just trust me, bro. Mm. But yeah, I want to be able to do this pachinko game thing that you're seeing on screen. I want to do that in Unreal Engine. If anything, I want to make it somehow chat interactive. Some, and when I say chat interactive, it's up to people if they want to interact with it or not. And they don't have to, not mandatory, but it will be there to be interactable if people want to or not. Like it's not mandatory. That's what I want to say. Um, so yeah, I want to be able to take what you see on screen right here. Let me get this list because I'm pretty sure that's going to be the list I'm going to go off of for this week. Um, I think that's a good list. Definitely think that's a good list. I haven't had a pizza forever. That sounds good. So yeah, I think the ads are over. Um, I was just listening to an ad about pizza. It made me remember that I haven't had pizza in forever. Um, honestly, let me try to think. I don't think I've had pizza in over. Wait, it's even longer than that. I'm almost. If I had to say, I don't think I've had pizza in like at least 8 years. Yeah, somewhere around 8 years. Kind of miss it. Not that it was always great, but it's something different than what I have now. I don't even have grilled cheese sandwiches. Like it's been forever since I've had a grilled cheese sandwich. Like I'm used to grilled cheese sandwiches that were um instead of like salad dressing or Miracle Whip or whatever. I don't like the taste of that. Plus, it makes my stomach hurt. Like I had to use Kraft Real Mayo, which to me that tastes a lot better. Or even like you butter the bread and then that's what you grill it on. And not only that, like have like kind of a thick cut piece of ham in the middle with the grill with the cheese. So good. Or even like sliced deli turkey meat. That's good too. I haven't had that in forever. Where I'm at right now, that it's not, uh, yeah, can't have things like that. We can't have nice things. Can't have nice things at all. It's kind of like the thing I've learned from working in IT. It only takes one person to ruin it for everybody else. And yeah, there is one person that keeps on ruining it for everybody else. Right now, a lot of my meals actually consist of like fruit snacks and granola bars and like tuna packets. Mainly because the person that ruins it for everybody else doesn't really like those things. So otherwise, they would eat it all up like in a day. Like kid you not, like if you go grocery shopping for the week, if you got what they ate, it's all gone in 5 minutes after you get home, and you went shopping for the whole week. So so at least this way I have food for the rest of the week. Well, for now, at least. But yeah, another thing that I was thinking about, um, I'm definitely thinking about followers on Twitch. Need more followers. Mhm. Hold on. Um, make a bit menu for Twitch. Yeah, so that's what I could do too. Make it so that there's a bid menu. If you donate a certain amount, then you could trigger something in the stream. Oh, I know you can't see that. There it is. So I put it on a list. But then to do that, I might have to set it up with Tweeworks. Streamer bot. One of those two. You definitely set it up with it's an idea. At least with donating bits, it's not like it's a form of donation that I can use now. Wouldn't be that bad. Um Wait a second. No, let's not. Let's not look at on that screen. Get it on the screen. Mm. Yeah. Can't remember where I saw something, but um, you're thinking about what we can do. Yeah, I've been constantly thinking about different other ways to get more people um following at least because I think that's the main goal that I'm trying to go after right now is like get more followers. Because right now, for some reason, I don't understand this. Like, we're stuck on like 98 followers. Like, for like almost like 3 full months, we've been stuck at 95 to 99 followers. Like, we can't break 100 for some reason. I don't know why. Really don't know why. Like I do the horrible thing that I know you shouldn't be doing this, but I do it. I've done it. And I know I have. Where like I even like I look at other Twitch streamers and they have so many more followers than I have. And and I watch them. I just don't understand the difference between me and them. Really don't. Other than what possibly is actually going on is they probably have bot accounts that actually are running in the background that actually inflate their numbers. Like they're not um, realistic numbers at that point, which is probably right. What's probably happening is if you give somebody the chance to do something, they're gonna do it. So if you give somebody the chance to cheat or scam the system, they're gonna do it. I'm not saying that everybody's gonna do it, but people will do that. Kind of like when I worked at the casino, there was quite a few people that there was a lot of times people came in, they thought they wanted to be smart, that they wanted to scam the casino, and I was a table game dealer, so and I worked off tips. Like 90% of my paycheck was actually tips. So I worked for the customer and the casino at the same time. Like if you mentally think of it that way, that's how I saw my job. Like I worked for both sides. So a lot of times if somebody came in and they wanted to scam the casino, And I'm just like, oh, okay, you're gonna do that. If they did not treat me nice, uh-uh, uh-uh. I would be telling surveillance, I would be telling the pit bosses, I would be even busting them right on the or right on the table. Um, or even lagging it in a way to actually get surveillance to actually pay attention to our table so that they were then like surveillance would end up talking to security and security would actually patrol around that table a lot, like uncomfortably a lot, to see if something was going down. And most of the time they just looked at me because they didn't understand what what was happening. They just looked at me and they just like I gave them a usually I give them a sign kind of like, yeah, this is not cool. This needs to stop. But that most of the time that was only because of the people that they were kind of jerks to me. So I'm like, yeah, this isn't gonna fly, dude. But there's a couple times that people were nice to me that they were trying to scam the casino, but they were nice to me. So I just sat there and just didn't say anything. Because yeah, everybody has their price. Like if you're nice enough to me and you pay me off, yeah, I'm gonna let you do whatever you want. Yeah, if you pay me enough. But yeah, those guys. But the casino is a lot different than now than it was back then. It's not like that anymore. It's horrible now. People don't talk to people at the casino anymore. And it's kind of like because I worked at the casino and that was my job. Like my my wage actually my take home pay actually depended on tips. Like I said, 90% of my income was tips from the customers. So whenever I hear all these stories about people, you know, um, people at restaurants that they're like they start freaking out and they start demanding, oh well, this customer didn't tip me, blah blah blah. And it's kind of like, well, you're at a McDonald's and they ordered through a kiosk. Like, what did you actually do to actually do something of service for these people? And you're expecting a tip? And even then, they only bought like $5 in food and you're expecting $30 as a tip? That doesn't sound right. So, so yeah, when I see stories about that, for me, it's hard for me to feel sorry for those people. But I know times are tough right now. Believe me, I'm going through it right now. But if you're doing nothing to deserve a tip and you expect like some like a tip that's like 8 times more than the value of the item that was purchased or you got service for, that's uncalled for, at least in my opinion. 30? Ooh. Okay, we'll wait there. Oh, we got those. Um, get that one. Boost it up to 1%. Better ball drops? What the? Yeah, at the casino I worked at, like, we had to talk to people. Like, if we expected tips, we had to talk to people and be friendly with people and not treat them bad. Pretty much be mini psychologists, because that was a large part of the job. Like, people were there to relax and hang out and chill for the day, because chances are they had a hard day before that. It was kind of surprising. Like, a lot of the people that came by were actually from healthcare. So they would come by and gamble and drink and lose a lot of money. That was them having fun. Heh. I know, right? No, that's the one thing that one of the things I got tired of when I was a lot of times when I got done with my shift, like a lot of the other dealers, they're like, "Hey, let's go to the casino." I'm like, "Dude, seriously? We just spent 8 hours working in a casino, and you want to go for like overtime at a different casino?" I'm like, "Don't you see what goes on and that we're losing all this money if you're the customer?" And they're like, "No, it's all good. We know better than them." I'm like, no, you don't. You really don't." But yeah, it's kind of funny because like by working at the casino, like the little tricks of what it is to get people to gamble more, like I actually figured them a lot of them out. I didn't figure all of them out, but a lot of them. Kind of like there was the blackjack thing I was telling you, Wolfie, where the dealer goes last on blackjack, right? So because of that, then the casino only has to pay out a small portion, because chances are two or three people are going to knock themselves out of the running before it's even the dealer's chance. So you save that money. If anything, you gain the money from them that you might have to use that money to actually pay off somebody else that actually might win. So, so yeah, that was one of the things I quickly figured out at one point. I was like, "Hey, this game is such a scam." So all the times that people are like, "Oh, let's go to the casino," or "Hey, let's play blackjack. It has the best odds." Yeah, you know it has better odds than that. Just not playing the fucking game. That's your best bet. Do not play the game. Like the thing I have to keep on reminding people that they don't pay attention to. The lights on the outside blink for a reason, and it does not say bank. The only winning move is not to play. Or yes, war games. That's exactly the thing. Not a lot of people. Honestly, I don't think a lot of people actually saw that movie. Wait, they had two different war games, didn't they? I think there was like a newer one that was actually remade. Um, because what was his name? Matthew. Oh God, now I gotta see this. So I know. War Games. Who was in it? Was it Matthew Broderick? Was that? Yeah, he was in there. He's way older now. He started in War Games in 1983. Yeah, yeah, when he was in the movie doing that. Um, yeah, what was the was it Whopper? YouTube War Games best play is not to play at all. Was that how was that the thing? Yeah, yeah, yep, pretty much it. But nobody listens to that. Nobody cares. They always they were always like the people I went to the casino with. They were always like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. We're both from the casino. We both know better." But if you want to donate your money to the casino, that's up to you. That's your own money. I can't tell you how to spend your own money. Even though they would go out of their way and tell me how to spend my money. I didn't think was cool. But whatever. But yeah, I think that's why like on Twitch, you can do some sort of gambling stuff. It's not the same as like casino gambling kind of thing. So like with channel points, like if somebody puts up like a poll or something like that. So like I'm using an example because I watch Queso every once in a while. Because somebody's compared me to Queso. I don't know how. I don't know why, but they have. So like I've watched him a little bit from time to time to try to figure out uh you to find a roulette wheel and make a prediction. Actually I can actually do that. That would actually I do have access to something like that. Um let me try to show you this really quick. Um well, I could do it for you if you wanted if you want to uh do it all in red. I know Devil is gonna be black. Uh I could get this working. Let me gotta find the right window. Hold on. Gotta find I think I gotta make this a lot easier to go through. Um is it this? Okay. So something like this. I could actually set up something here. Uh hmm. How can I do this? Can we Oh, we can do colors. Um okay. So let's do like what you suggested, red or black. Um red, black. Actually, there's a green in there too. So how do I add another green? Ew, that's horrible. Okay. So how can I change the oh, that's how I can. Oh, it's not 33. Um, I would say it's about 25. Say 20% that it's going to be green. Something like that. Let's change that to black. Look at that. No, it's not that small. We'll just leave it like that. Um, it is shorter though. You're right. It might be. Let's go 2. Let's leave it at that. Okay, let's leave it at that. Hold on. This is new to me. I haven't done this before. Um, no point. Manage polls. Yes, that's what I want. Create a new poll. Uh, where is it going to land? Okay, so red, black, um, green. Allow additional votes. Okay, so there we go. It's got a poll. So let's see. How do you vote in this? How do you how do you do this? Oh, all right. I will do that one. Did you mean to make predictions so full? Uh, is there a difference? Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I meant to do. How do I do that? Okay. This is what I meant to do. Okay, let's stop this. Um, wait, okay. Predictions when yeah, Ben Shampoo. That's what I wanted. Ugh, this is not looking. Um, hmm. Change this. Poll is just poll. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh, like, I'm not a professional streamer. Prediction. What color? Red. No, let's do black. Red. Green. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work right. Okay. Then this point. All right. So I will. But it won't let me. Why? Can I not? Can I not vote on my own stuff? Will it not let me? Okay. You're the streamer. You get to predict. Why not? Do they think I'm gonna cheat? Yeah. Somebody probably does that. Someone probably did that. They ruined it for everybody else. Yeah, I know. Like I said, like I watch Queso. He does something like this. Like, will he make it to like a certain level in this game or something like that? Um, it's kind of entertaining, and I don't think there's nothing too wrong with it. Like the channel points are just kind of bragging points at that point. You don't get anything with them. Because if you did get something with them, then it would start getting into legal territory. So, so if anything, like I have what, like I have that odds are I'll never use. Yeah, yeah. There's I have sound effects that you can redeem for channel points, but and then there's another one in there too. I think there's a chance one in there. So there's like for 2,000 points, you can essen- essentially spin the wheel if you're gonna get like there's like a less than 2% chance that you're actually gonna get a good sounding sound effect. But I haven't tied that to anything like else. Like if somebody hits that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just more of a way that it's gonna be like a channel point dump thing. Okay, so where did that window go? Was this a different? Uh, okay, so ready to spin the wheel. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Stop. Okay, spin the wheel. Which one did you pick? Did you pick red or black? Oh, okay, well, let's do it again. That. Oh, okay. So now I haven't done this before. I haven't done this before. Okay, so What? Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Mod Black. Uh, all right. Let's go green. Okay. I always wondered what it looked like on their side, like on the streamer side. Kind of like for Queso, like what he sees on his side. Uh, like the back end side. Hmm. I'm kind of having ideas, like because this is something I want to do with like buckshot or something like that. Like, um, I'm trying to do buckshot different, where like I'm trying to hit like 100,000 points in under 30 minutes. Oh, oh, I think you got it. All right, you want a best out of three? Best out of three. Hmm. You think it's gonna be green? You can bet more. I'm gonna bet 5,000 points. No, I have a like my I have a separate account. Like pretty much like I use like a separate account. Uh, you know, you're exactly right. You never know. Like I might end up doing something at some point that you might like that. I'm gonna bet one. No, let's go. Yeah, 100,000 on black. This is my kid's college fund session. So are you saying this is more valuable than diamonds in Minecraft? 100K is crazy. What? Like this is my alt account. Like it's my regular um viewing streaming account. Like if I want to like test out what the stream's actually looking at. So, all right. Here we go. You got to be kidding me. Oh, I thought it was going to be green. I thought it was going to be green. Oh, did you change your lost like 20 points. Yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. That's I didn't think about doing this before. That I never thought of using this wheel thing for this purpose. Um, I had this set up originally for like a couple times I tried to set up a subathon. Like that was going to be one of the things. Like if I don't know, like if people donated like a certain amount of bits or something like that, or like a couple donations or subs or something like that, then I was going to spin a wheel and I was going to play a game for an hour of any game that I actually have access to, whether I like it or not. So that was a thing that I had set up, but I never thought about it using it this way. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I have a better roulette wheel. Do you? Like, it might not like it if you put a link in Twitch chat. 6 slots, 5 are win, 1 is loss. Sounds like buckshot. Okay, so if I want to do this for buckshot, hitting 100,000 points in 30 minutes. This is the way to do it. Okay. Hmm. Hold on. Let me look at something. Um, can I do something in StreamerBot? Prediction. I can. Oh, create prediction, get active prediction, lock prediction, resolve. Yeah, resolve. Hmm. Kind of interesting. Oh, I also wanted to ask you, Wolfie, did you the little notification underneath that I added yesterday? Do you like that? Like I'm still on the fence of that. I think I'm pretty sure I like that little pop-up notification at the bottom. Um, the like whenever you redeem like a channel point redeem or something like that, like it pops up that little thing at the bottom. Kind of like the um the little notification on the bottom of the screen that pops up, like that little notification. Oh yeah, it's cool. Okay, all right, that's make me feel better because I think it's cool too. I like when I woke up this morning, I was like thinking, is that really something that looks cool or not? I'm like, I don't know. Or is it annoying? Currently listening to Mr. Blue Sky. I don't know this Mr. Blue Sky you're talking about. No idea. Mr. Blue Sky. Um, is it this guy? Or is it probably this? They're the same thing. Listen to it is a fun. I'm assuming this is probably it. It's like they twitched away the thing. Either of them. Okay. Let's go back. We'll look at this one because colors. Plus, there's stuff on the screen. So hopefully you do not have problems with seizures or whatever. Oh, wait, is this the song I think it is? I like the animation. It is the song I think it is. Wasn't this song in like some kind of mainstream commercial? Like I'm pretty sure I've heard the song because of a commercial. Was is this it? Is where is this a commercial? All I know is the song puts me in a good mood. It's a good song. Yeah, this is a commercial for Volkswagen. kind of funny. Like the first IT job I had, it was an office building, kind of like that. Cool. That's cool. That is a good song. That that actually did kind of put me in a good mood right now. Was that not? There it is. Is it not playing? Okay, so let me see if there's anything else on the list I want to add. Um, Hmm. I do want to get. I do want to attract more followers this week. I don't necessarily know how I'm gonna do that, but yeah, like I, I I watch other people's streams and I'm trying to compare myself to other people's streams. Um other than um, there's like the people that are like screaming at the top of their lungs whenever anything goes down, like they're overacting. I don't want to be one of those people. But even then, there's other people that don't do that, and it seems like they're more um popular, I guess, or something. I don't know. They have more viewers that are watching them, and I can't figure out why that is. Other than they probably have like view botting going on, like they're paying for a service that actually has an army of view bots. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm sure I'm wrong. But yeah, until then, the only thing I can really rely on is like my other computer knowledge that I have, or even from um, working at the different TV companies across the past 10 years. Like that experience is actually, I think, has gone a long way for me. Because even when the whole lockdown thing, I don't want to say the thing because I don't want to get in trouble for it. If you can still get in trouble for it. So like the whole lockdown thing, a couple years ago, because I was working at a TV station at the time. I'm like, hey, this is the perfect time to actually start using OBS to actually put on your newscast. Um, and then immediately people were like, no, that's not air quotes broadcast quality equipment, you know. So we can't use that. We have to use this other stuff that is broadcast quality. I'm like, you gotta be joking because OBS is actually more feature rich than the stuff that you guys are actually using. And the funny part is like, I think it was like a week after they finally started using OBS and they're like, hey, this is a great product and it's completely free. Did you know it was free? And I'm like, dude, are you serious? Yeah, it was so funny. So funny. So, is there something on my list I want to actually work on today? To be honest, I don't want to work on anything on this list today. Oh, I also saw something the other day um that I want to do. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. Um I passed by Moist Critical's web or stream, and I was watching that, and he has like always saw him have a claw machine in his room. Um so he has that hooked up to Discord somehow. I don't know exactly how, but he has it hooked up to Discord. So once I get the Unreal Engine stuff working, I want to have like some kind of claw machine that ends up that can be, I guess, triggered by channel points, and then it's going to redeem something. I can't remember what, but I have to watch what it redeems because it could be classified as like legally gambling at that point in time, which Twitch does not allow that. So I have to watch exactly. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna have as that as a prize for that. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. Definitely don't know how that's gonna work. So one thing I also have on here is a bit menu at some point in time. Um, so the bit menu, I'm gonna think, like on the just chatting screen right here. Eventually this is gonna be like an Unreal Engine um room or something like that. That's gonna be interactable with channel points probably. Um, maybe more. I don't know yet. So like when I'm in the just chatting screen, which I'm probably gonna be in this screen a lot more. I'm gonna probably do it a lot more. Because I think like this week we're gonna try doing something different where it's not gonna be as gaming like that I've been trying to do. Like I've always tried to be more gaming focused, but for at least this week, I want to try something different and not make it so much gaming focused, but more kind of what we're doing right now. We're just chatting, right? Because somebody I was talking to yesterday, they were kind of suggesting kind of that itself, or at least we were talking about that. Like they weren't necessarily suggesting it. We were just talking about, like maybe I'm setting myself up for the wrong category. And they also did kind of point out, and I don't think they were saying I should do it, but they were just pointing it out. They're like, yeah, there's quite a few people that they're in just chatting and they never change the category. Like if they're playing a game or whatever, they just stay in just chatting all the time. I'm like, I've seen that too, and nobody gets in trouble for it. So I'm like, hmm, maybe that's something I should look into. So so probably so the idea right now that I have right now, because I don't know if I'm gonna do it for this week as like a test. Um, if I do become if I do start noticing traction that people are noticing me, which I hope they do. Um, Beyond this week, we're we're gonna say, you know what, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep on doing this, and then when we become a little bit bigger, then we'll probably bounce between this and like the. I think there's a category games and demos or something like that. So it's not technically wrong if we do play a game. Um, so because I don't think necessarily me if I start streaming um like a particular game, like let's say Raid Shadow Legends for just for an example. If I play that, I don't I don't think I have enough foot traffic that people are going to notice me in the list of all the other potential people that are streaming it. Buckshot. At the time I was doing it, probably around the same time that you actually saw me, or started watching me, I was probably at the right time at the right place at the right time. Because the recently there's been a few times that I've tried to go under the that category and it doesn't really work out. Like I don't nobody comes by. So, so that's a thing. So hopefully we'll try this just chatting thing and see how that works this week. If not, we'll try something different next week. It's always about see this is the thing about like kind of like IT. Like always be ready to change. Like the people that I saw that had a hard time in IT were the people that refused to change or refused to adapt to something new that would come along. Because the first IT job I had, they had procedures and policies that actually changed every 2 weeks. And all the people that refused to adapt um, had problems. They didn't get in trouble, but they got frustrated with something that worked yesterday doesn't work today. And then they looked at me because I was adapting to everything, and they they actually wondered why I didn't have a problem. That was one of the best things I actually learned from that job, like my first IT job right after I graduated college. Like always be willing to adapt, and even then, like understand that IT never stays the same. Like from day to day, things will change. Kind of like let's say like a USB port. So there was originally USB A, right? Then now there's USB B. And now in what I think the past 5 years, there's USB C, right? Where it's actually I think is the perfect USB cable because you can't plug it in incorrectly at all. Like the first two versions of USB, yeah, you could always put it in the wrong way, and I always did. But USB-C, nope. Only one way to plug it in. Well, you can plug it in both ways, but um, you can't really get that wrong. And it works. It just works. Yeah, I think we were going through that USB-C phase um, right around the time that was coming out. And as simple as USB-C is, there was people that I was working with that refused to actually use that connector. They absolutely refused it. I'm like, dude, it's so much easier. Just just try it. Nope. I've done it the same way like for all these years. I'm not gonna change it now. Okay, dude. Keep on being you. Alright, so is there anything else I want to put on my list? Bit menu for Twitch. I would need Tweeworks for that. Hmm. I'm looking at this one right here. I like the prediction thing. Um, okay. Look into more uses for Twitch predictions. Yeah, other than the roulette, I kind of like the roulette wheel guessing thing. I kind of like that. But I'm trying to think of anything else I could actually use that for. Like what other games I could actually set up for that. And actually, when I get more down the Unreal Engine path, I could actually have that 100% automated. So, kind of like I'm pretty sure that you've probably seen some other streamer actually have like some kind of fishing game in the corner. Um, I would be able to set something up in Unreal Engine that ends up doing the guessing game at that point in time, and it wouldn't only be you; it'd be everybody else in chat that would actually be able to play along with that wanted to. Like you guys could be doing that while I'm playing a game, or I could be chatting about whatever the hell that's going on. Probably AI related or something. Or even talking with Bella. Mm. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta gotta make a pit stop. Be right back. I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for now. Oh, yeah, put it back. Hmm. There's. I was thinking there might have been something I still wanted to put on this list of things I want to do this week, and this is like my list for the week, and I don't think I'm gonna get through all of them, but that's okay. At least it's gonna give me some idea of what direction to go towards. Like, it's always good to always have goals. Like, this is what I believe. It's good to have goals. Like, it's really bad if you're just sitting around doing nothing. Like, you have to have something that you keep on striving for. Otherwise, what's the point? At least that works for me. Makes me happy. Because one of the things I hate the most is just sitting on my ass doing nothing. At least right now, it might look like I'm sitting on my ass right now and not doing anything, but I'm constantly thinking, like, what is there something I can change or reword or concentrate on? Like I'm constantly looking at all this list. That was probably bad English, but whatever. That I think that sentence was a bad English sentence, but I compared to a lot of other people I see daily, that's not bad. It's not bad. But hmm. Oh, I also need to. This is one thing that's easy that I think it's on borderline of being too easy that it keeps on escaping me. Um. Uh, mm, hmm. Based, not based. Based on category. Yeah, that in there. Yeah, example horror versus just chatting. Yeah, something like that. Hmm. You know, hold on. Let's see. Do this. Um, this is something I want to do. That might be thinking the words. Yeah. Yeah, that's not cool. What? Okay. Mm, that, no. No. See, if I'm gonna do Bella, like, it's not, it's gonna look more like this, like on this side. I don't want something that looks like that. That's not, no, not doing that. Um, oh, oh, okay. All right, I'll click. I'll click on this. Sponge? What the? You know, okay. Now I'm thinking about this at this point. Um, I'm just gonna say it because this is what I really think. I think for the longest time that is funny. Like some of the best comedians I've seen, um, they're kind of on the larger side. Like just as an example, Chris Farley, even though something else, whatever happened to him, he was a larger guy, but he was funny. Um, yeah, I think that's the most prime example at that point. So maybe that helps Queso out. That's one of the things that helps Queso out. One of the many things, because I don't want to think it's one particular thing that actually is in his favor. Um, I by all means do not have that going for me. I'll be honest. I'm constantly told I should eat. Like I haven't weighed myself on a scale lately, but the last time I did, I weighed under 170 pounds. So yeah, fat's funny. I'll admit, fat is funny. So let's keep on listening. True. Mm, really. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm gonna get a different internet. Yeah, my current ISP. I do not like my current ISP. Oh, we should be getting new internet soon. I don't know exactly when, but we're be getting new internet soon. So so yeah. Well, yeah, I will say that, but also at the same point, it's um one of the things I learned from when I was younger. Um, you have to put yourself in this position to actually get something done for yourself. Like when I was younger, um, I was able to meet like a whole bunch of famous people. Uh, like not only say hi to them, I actually was actually friends with them for at least a week or two. Um, but I put myself in that kind of situation, and then other people would like be jealous of me. They're like, "Oh, you know, so and so, you know, like somebody that gave you the inner um ability to actually talk to people, talk to these famous people." I'm like, no, I didn't. I was kind of lucky to be there at the right place at the right time, but I had to be at the right place. So it was kind of like there's a quote or something like that. Like oh god, I'm forgetting this quote. Something along the line of um, like 90% of it is to actually be there, and then 10% is to actually do what you're supposed to do. Something like that. So that's what I think um when I'm watching and hearing what they're talking about. Because to me, that makes sense. Not necessarily to other people. So, yeah, let's keep on watching. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about that at the end. Um, okay, can't you? No. What the? What is going on here? Uh, that's messed up. That's messed up. Okay. Oh, yeah. This. What happens in this one? One of those rolls has to roll over and almost kill somebody. I'm two people, right? Three people. I think this is a safety hazard. Like, why would you be on the side that the thing could actually roll on? Like, that's not. What? Is that paper? Nope. Oh, no, no, no. That dude got squished. That was that guy's fault, though. Seriously. Why would you go there? Okay, so this is India. Nope. Nope. Do not go over there. Dude, do not do that. You're an idiot. Oh, well, good thing that they were actually strapped in, right? Are they gonna run over? Oh, oh, oh. That that looks like that would suck. That's not. I think I've seen this one before. These people are stupid. Nope, I did not see this one. What? What's gonna happen here? Oh, the scaffolding. Uh, who's hungry for pancakes? Can't exactly remember what happens here, but it this is sketchy. Yeah, you probably couldn't see that coming. Probably couldn't see that coming. Huh? No, get away. Even though you have a hard hat, yeah. Honestly, for a lot of these, it's hard for me to actually feel sorry for people if they put themselves in some kind of situation. This one, could have been worse. I didn't feel bad. This one, I don't know what to think about this one. I don't. I didn't see what the guy slipped on. Oh, he did not pay attention to where he was stepping. That's his own fault. Too bad he fell like 6 feet straight down or whatever, but kind of your own fault. Okay, so they're at like a home improvement store. I don't see what's going to happen. What's going to happen? What? Oh, oh, those shells are going to come down. Yep, that's gotta suck. Gotta suck. They're gonna make human pancakes. Possibly. Get the fuck away from there, dude. Still want to have a life. Get away. Does, doesn't it like some kind of don't like in construction for forms like or something like that? Don't you have like a certain wind tolerance? If it goes beyond a certain wind tolerance, then you don't try to lift up a wall or something or like a form. Oh, that's not cool. Where'd the guy go? Wait, wasn't there a guy? Oh, there's one guy. Thank God he had his helmet. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Uh, don't stop in the middle of the road like that. Is that going backwards? Oh no. Yep. Another reason, do not stop in the middle of the road. You think people are gonna watch out for you, but they should, but not always gonna look out for you. Is the truck gonna take off? Yep. How many more is there? Quite a lot. Yeah, the truck driver comes over and, you okay? I didn't see you there. You have mirrors on both sides, man. Yeah, just walk it off. Wait, how come the guy that was in the forklift, he doesn't have like a bright like vest? You would think that he would have to have some kind of vest. At least I would think. Ooh, spools of wire. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but okay. Hmm. There's gonna be some liquid or something that goes all over the place. Right, there's gonna be some liquid. Gotta be. Oh, damn. And they still haven't banned smoking while on the job. Okay. That's a thing. Wait, how come your fire extinguisher is going off all the way back there instead of on the fire itself? What's it doing? And the fire's spreading. Kind of not a good thing when the fire's spreading like that. Yep, yep. That's mm, oh, that's a lost cause. That's a lost cause. Yeah, I think the smartest thing to do would have been to just leave it there and just get the hell away from there. Because yeah, yeah, that guy. What's gonna happen here? Oh, don't say he's gonna stand up and hit his head on the. Okay, he's not. What? That landed on your foot, didn't it? Wait, we already saw this one. Or is this try two that they're doing? I'm pretty sure we saw this one. Ooh, that's not cool. Oh, that looks safe. What were they gonna try? Uh, wait. You have a ladder on the leaves that are slippery. They might not look slippery, but are you dead? Eleanor, he's not moving. Oh, he's breathing. Yeah, that does not look safe. The hell are you thinking? Did did they lash two ladders together? They did. What the dude? What the hell? I'm amazed he even got that high. Yeah. Something drop on that guy's head? This is one of those times that you should probably use a hard hat. Oh god. Wait, let me guess. There is a floor. Uh, what? Nope. Let him go. Let him go. That was not a time to be a Superman. Just let him go. Something's gonna catch on fire. No, he's gonna spill the liquid. Wait, I can't see. Wait, you dropped it. Saw that. You dropped it. Dropped it on your foot. Okay. Watch this and oh, that's not cool. That's not cool either. Holy, is that dude dead? That's not cool. Wow. What? Um, oh, I like this guy. What is this called? I deserve to feel safe at work. That's non-negotiable. What the? You're gonna get. Ooh. Nope. 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 Dude, if you knew that's gonna happen, just get the hell away from there. Wait. What? Wait. I'm not in con. Whoa. 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 I. I'm not into construction, but how is that gonna work? How is that ever gonna work? Why I'll never see my job the same ever after today. Okay. Yeah. How are you gonna? What? Nope. Oh. What? Holy crap. Wow. That guy survived it. Don't. No, no, no. No. Okay. Now I want to see something. Um, where was the one guy? We'll probably watch this and then probably call it for the day. So we've seen that before. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, let's what you know how I felt whenever we visited when I was younger and we visited Mexico. Um yeah, felt like this. That was like over 20 years ago. Yeah, I really felt like this. I did not feel safe at all. Yeah. What? Oh, that's not right. It's not right. That's not right. Tried to rob place. He failed. Um, Wow. He's not gonna do it anytime. Yeah, he's not. Um, what's this? Dude? What the car's moving. Oh. Oh, that's gotta suck. Wow. Yeah, he's still holding on. Oh, damn. Wow. Ooh, damn. Holy crap. He thought it was tough. He thought wrong. What? There was some flying. Wow. Holy crap. Wow. All right, I think this is the last one, and then okay. So I think we're gonna call it there for sure. I think hey, my OBS is not being really bad today. So yeah. One thing I wanted to show somebody yesterday. So this is no, we're not gonna do that. So this is what the YouTube stream actually looks like. It looks something like that. Where it's more um, more mobile friendly, I guess. That's the right way to put it. So more mobile friendly. Then I wish there was a way that I can make the Twitch stream actually look better like this. Because that's one thing I did notice. Like most of the people that actually watch anything I upload watch it on a mobile device or something that's not a desktop computer. So, but I don't know. I can't. I can't objectively look at how Twitch has their stuff to make it easier for people on mobile devices to actually view the stream. I'm still thinking about it, but until then, it is what it is. So YouTube gets to have something like this. Twitch gets to have something like what you see on the screen. Other than that, where's this at? There it is. Other than that, I'm gonna call it there. So have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Even if you're just lurking, I don't care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you next time.